Hi Kiwi, and welcome back to another episode of Hades 1. This is our mirror setup for the day. I've decided to take God's Pride instead of God's Legacy because I am going to roll with the Palm Blossom on Rama. I don't know what I'm going to start with, and I'm hopeful that we'll just build off of it. Whether it's an attack or a special or some mixed build, we'll make it work.
Less talking, more socking here, pal.
Skelly said it first. All right, off we go. We're taking 32 heat. We're continuing our challenge. I'm going to take 1 level of lasting consequences, max level jury summons. And again, I'm so confident in Rama, I'm going to go ahead and take 4 levels of extreme measures, 2 levels of benefits package, maxed out middle management, underworld customs, 1 level of forced overtime since we don't need it to get to 32 heat here, heightened security, damage control, and 2 levels of tight deadline. For a total of 32 heat. Here we go.
The dead are judged and sent to Asphodel, Elysium, or Tartarus. We keep the process neat and orderly. Everyone gets in, no one gets out.
I got out many times. We're at 151 now, I think. All right, let's see. What god are we starting with? Okay, Dionysus. So we're probably going to go with special build.
It's good to kind of see you down there, man. Now here, take this.
Because I could do Artemis or Aphrodite on the attack, Zeus on the special, Dionysus on the special, Poseidon on the special, Demeter I could argue for either, and Athena I would probably favor on the attack. So they're all... Oh, wow, that is a very nice special. Thank you very much, Dionysus. All right, so it's going to be fairly low damage early on, but if we can get some good Ares and Aphrodite boons going, plus or minus Artemis, if I don't want to take Athena instead, we're going to have a lot of damage on this special very quickly. All right, Chaos. Not that I really need special damage. It's really our poison damage that matters. But honestly, coin up, rarity up, or special damage up are all good for us. Attack, ooh, that attack damage, 76%. We could go a Jack of all trades build, and I'm not opposed to that. Alternatively, higher rarity. I don't know, that's 76% damage. I gotta take it. I've gotta take it because there's no guarantee we're gonna get good hammer RNG. So if I have a good mixed build, I'm not gonna complain about that at all. All right, attack deals 76% extra damage. I can't use my special for the next couple rooms, but that's fine when we have Rama after all. I probably still toss out a special here or there to break damage control because I don't really have a good answer to damage control without Rama's special, unfortunately. Rama loses a lot of its base damage when you don't have the special going for it, admittedly. We'll make it work, but this is going to cost us a lot of time on tight deadline, which I should make up for more than enough once this chaos boon pops. We have more damage on our attack with this chaos boon than if we had taken basically any normal tier god boon, and even rare tier god boons, I think, or epic tier god boons would be out DPS. Several of them would out DPS Poseidon. I don't know if it out DPS's Demeter. It probably ties with Aphrodite. I think Aphrodite's highest rarity attack boon gives you 60% maybe. It just scales really fast with palms because of that. I might be mistaken, but we need to clear 2 more encounters, including this one, to get the full benefit of that attack boon, and then we are going to be melting enemies. I'm looking forward to it. That said, again, Rama is pretty darn rough without its special, because that is a large bulk of its damage potential that we are locked out of. But a fully empowered shot does do in the realm of 125 damage, so it's not weak on its own, that's for sure. Just not as strong. All right, we're up to 9 damage on that special. If I can stack up the special as much as possible, that would be really cool. I'm thinking I go the route of Aphrodite on the attack. It'll be very easy to apply her weak effect, and then we can go work around, what is it, Curse of Longing? No. That's her Ares boon duo, or her Ares duo. We want, you know what, I'm just gonna toss out a special. It's honestly worth it. I'm so prone to getting hit by these anyway. It'll be faster if I just do this. There we go. And now we have got our boon cleared. We'll go for the second Dionysus boon. We do need Dionysus boons just to sell, if nothing else. But we will start melting enemies. With damage control means nothing at this point. We just go around, we spam special, and then we move along so we don't get hit. Oops, well, moving along into a trap does not stop us from getting hit, unfortunately. But yeah, there we go. Like, we are going to have a huge damage potential if we can get this stacked up enough. All right, Drunken Dash. Ooh, Numbing Sensation. I love that. My hangover effects now make enemies 21% slower. Coin or an Aphrodite. Ooh, Aphrodite, you heard your name and you showed up like always. Sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes that's a bad thing. So the one downside to a Dionysus special is if Hades uses the Sneak as his mini-boss summon with Extreme Measures 4. That is going to counter us fairly hard. All right, he's going to come in for a melee attack, and then we attack him with a special, get him with a couple attacks. The Sneak is by far the hardest mini-boss to deal with when you're going around a status ailment kind of build, but that's fine. We can play around it. We have Rama after all.
Would you by any chance have room there in your heart for a most gentle blessing from a goddess such as me?
If it's your attack boon, we sure do. All right, not your strongest attack boon, but yeah, the Chaos boon that we got gives us more damage than Aphrodite's rare attack. That's kind of nuts. All right, well, we are going to be hitting like a truck now. We have an insane damage potential, and we're getting our first hammer. Twin shot, triple shot, concentrated volley, all really good for this build. We got sniper shot, triple shot, relentless volley. I think I take relentless volley first because I really want that on the special more than anything else. But triple shot is kind of a mistake to not take, honestly. The amount of damage we would have been doing with that. I'm taking the shop here. Not that I can afford a boon, but if we get a palm, I will buy it. Or, oh right, I took off convenience fee. I could take Ares here now too, or I palm the special. Both are very reasonable options here. But locking in an early Ares to try and get Curse of Nausea, not bad. The downside is the only way to get his Curse of Nausea with Dionysus duo is Curse of his Vengeance boon now, so I need to get the Vengeance boon. Alternatively, that palm does seem really tasty. I'm going for Ares first. Locking him in early is a good idea. I'll roll once, see if we can get his Vengeance boon. Curse of Vengeance, there we go. So now we can get his duo with Dionysus. That's awesome. And, oh my goodness, this Tartarus is being handed to me on a silver platter. We got Sisyphus.
Hello, Highness. You're looking well enough.
I'm feeling great, Sisyphus. I'll take that coin if you don't mind. Boldy. Well said. Here, have a nectar.
To our most famous boulder.
Indeed. Most famous indeed. We're going to work on that fame soon enough, I bet. All right, some coin will help us afford a whole bunch of things from the shop. The boon we want most at this point, aside from the duos that I mentioned, is probably just a nice Hermes boon that enhances our special speed. Like, yeah, I have a ridiculously strong attack, and I'm not going to deny myself that if I can avoid it. But I do kind of want to build around the special just because it seems silly. Like, clearing 32 heat with the silliest build possible on Rama. Like, I think we've cleared 32 heat at least 2 or 3 times with Rama at this point. What's another one on the bag? We're going to take the trial. Yeah, it's going to be rough on our timer, but that's fine. Aphrodite versus Dionysus. We can't get duos here, and neither of them really offer me anything major. I think I'll take Aphrodite just because I have an easier time dealing with Dionysus. Passion Dash. Ooh, rare epic tier sweet surrender. Weak afflicted foes take 20% more damage. Our RNG on the first part of this run, man.
Now that was not the choice I would have made. You messing with me, man? All right, I'll mess with you.
Like, I know we're gonna throw the run at any point. That's just how this goes. But still, I can't help but be like, what an incredible run. At least what an incredible start. It'll be a shame if I throw it, but we'll make it work. We will make it work. And having witches with only 20% forced overtime, quite nice for a change. I hate forced overtime champion witches, although these seem to be kind of the easier sorts. They're not the ones that are spawning clones. They're not the sorts that are having their attack speed enhanced, at least not that I can tell. If they had their enhanced attack speed, I think it would be fairly noticeable. Oh my goodness, well, they still do a lot of damage, so I do need to be careful of that. I probably don't want to sit still for too long.
Hey, now that was quite a sight. I gotta hand it to you, man, and you deserve this. Here.
Unfortunately, we are getting a lot of palmable boons, which isn't ideal, but Premium Vintage gives us another palmable. We'll take that for sure. What do we got? It hit Curse of Vengeance. Unideal. All right, we take the end shop here, and we buy whatever boon shows up. We're making pretty solid time through Tartarus. I'm going to take the palm this time. We're up to 11 damage on the special. I'll take the Dionysus boon as well. After party. Definitely don't want peer pressure. Peer pressure is terrible. Trippy shot, we could get blackout. We could go for blackout and get insane damage. I think I kind of have to, man. Let's do it. All right, on to the Furies. We got Electo, okay.
Ladies.
I'm getting real sick of you, trash god. Come on.
All right, you asked for it though, remember that.
I'll make you scream.
And she is immediately phased.
Watch this.
Easy, sure. It'd be cool if our auto target actually targeted her.
She's charging up.
Like, look at how fast we melt her. Drop a trippy shot, I missed, but that's fine.
No.
She just dies to poison here. I'm gonna call it poison no matter how many times you tell me it's hangover. I know it's hangover, but it's literally just poison. It's poison in every other RPG.
Thank you.
I do appreciate that they gave it something appropriate for the nature of the game, but still. All right, let's see.
Hold power.
Do I just keep sitting on the Palm Blossom, or do I force Ares or Aphrodite to show up? Or actually, I don't have my 4th god yet, right? We've got 3 of our 4 gods. I force Artemis to show up here so we guarantee crits. We're doing it. All right, what are we selling? Drunken Flourish, Numbing Sensation. I would rather not sell Numbing Sensation, but honestly, it's fairly easy to part with. We don't really need it compared to the other boons I'm trying to hold on to. 40% more damage on the attack or the special, not bad, but I'll save my coin because there are things I'd rather buy from the shop. As many boons as we can afford out of shops right now, the better, because we still are hunting for like 2 or 3 major duos between Curse of Longing, or not Curse of Longing, no, oh my goodness, I can't get the name right. Whatever. Dionysus's duos with both Aphrodite, Artemis, and Ares. We're going the Da build. DAAA. Attack does another 35% damage, but no coin. Alternatively, 60% more coin for never getting to use my cast for 3 encounters. Not a bad option, and it basically means we can buy everything in sticks when we get there. Or I reroll. I think I'm going to save my rerolls for the duos, so let's take Addled Affluence. Not a bad option for us here. And here's another palm that hopefully lands on the special. Okay, I'm having a great run right now, Kiwi. After that last run, which was, honestly, I felt great coming out of that Hades fight with the Hades Spear, but whew, I had to play hard. I was honestly not convinced I was going to make it out of, make it through tight deadline in sticks. Well, more so Elysium. Elysium was rough. Elysium was hands down the roughest part of that run. But honestly, feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty great right now. I mean, I am running my favorite weapon. It's not hard to feel great when you're doing that. But we are melting enemies. Our damage potential is insane, and I acknowledge that that is exclusively RNG's fault, but it is Rama too. Rama is just such a versatile and powerful weapon. Okay, we don't take the mid shop here. That's fine. We have more than enough time. So it's really between Hermes and Artemis. Hermes, we want rush delivery or special speed enhance. I think I'm going to go for Artemis first, because there's a decent chance we'll see Hermes again later in Asphodel. It's not guaranteed, and sometimes that's really sad that that's the case, but I think we go for Artemis here just to lock her in. Sometimes the game is kind of mean and gives you a actually I don't think that's really the case, but whatever. We're going for Artemis because I said so, because we want crit chance on our poison, and Hunter's Mark with this build is just going to be hilarious once we get that going. We will need to take a core boon from Artemis, and I don't think her dash strike sets us up for the duos we're hunting for, so that does mean we'll need to take her call, unfortunately, which isn't a really great call, but we're not going to need to build around it too much.
For you here, Zagreus, though just be sure you don't embarrass me.
Oh, trust me, Artemis, I can't embarrass you with Rama, I think. All right, let's confirm. Let's confirm that if we take her dash, we can't get, we're looking, Heartrend would be pretty good. We can't get Heartrend with her dash. We want Splitting Headache. Can't get Splitting Headache with her dash. But her call, yes. Her call, yeah, no, her call does not let you get Heartrend. Okay, so we can't get Heartrend this run, which is honestly fine. We're not really building around it. So at the very least, we can get Splitting Headache, which will up our crit chance. Ah, man, that's a little lame. I guess I could go for a trade for True Shot if she offers it, but alternatively, Hunter's Dash does do a lot of damage, or we just take pressure points and say, well, we can maybe set up for that other duo later. I think I do that, honestly. I'm taking pressure points. That's more damage for us right now. And the other reason for that is if I take Artemis's aid, we add 1 boon to Hermes's offerings. We get, what is it, Quick Favor, I think, which we don't really want right now. So Dionysus, this is a higher tier Dionysus room. It could give us Blackout. Admittedly, what's more damage, Blackout or Heartrend? Depends on what we're critting with, and we don't have a high base crit chance, so honestly, building around Heartrend sounds a little bit of a folly. Getting Blackout, though, Blackout will give us so much damage, and it's more guaranteed than whatever Hermes can offer us, so I think I'm going that route. I think there's a decent chance we see Blackout here, and even if we don't, we have a very high chance of seeing a Dionysus duo, and Witch's Circle gets melted by our poison. As long as we tag them with a special every now and again, and I keep moving so I dodge their attacks, I don't even have to sit still for an attack, but when I do, pop goes the Witches. What a disgusting build we've got going on so early, too. I love it. Alright, Numbing Sensation Epic tier, or I reroll for his duo with Aphrodite. I think I'd probably go that route, honestly. Let's see, I'm just confirming. Yeah, so we have Addled Influence now, so we get 60% more coin. I think I roll here. We don't have an Ares Core boon, which is unfortunate, so we don't have that on the table yet. Let's roll and see if we get... Let me confirm that I can actually get their duo before I lock in on that idea. Low tolerance, yes. So we can get their duo. I think it's worth at least one reroll. Let's do it.
Ungrateful here.
Didn't get it, but we did get Strong Drink, which is more damage for us, so I'm very happy to take that. All right. We've got an Erebus Gate with HP or more Dionysus. The more Dionysus we see, the more chances we have of getting his legendary or his duo, so I'm taking it. I can just tag that witch with a special and then run off and fight something else. This build is insane, and we're only like halfway through Asphodel.
There's more.
Oh man, I'm having a good time after that last run. Especially after that last run. We had to work so hard for that last run, but this run, it's being handed to us on a silver platter. Should be a very quick run at this rate. Oh well. Anyway, what can I talk about in the meantime? So in theory, we should finally have our heat back soon enough today. They're working on the boiler as we speak.
In the name of Hades.
It was very loud earlier, so whatever they're doing, they're not drilling anymore. High tolerance, take less damage, and Festive Fog. This is a lower tier Dionysus boon room, so it's probably not worth re-rolling for Legendary and Duo, especially since we didn't take God's Legacy. The odds of seeing it are a lot lower. So yeah, I'll take high tolerance with the intention of selling it at the well. Coin, you know what? We can take the coin. We are making amazing time. And I need to remember, I can use Trippy Shot again, so let's go ahead and lob that on where an enemy is spawning in, and then just start tagging them with all the special damage. The best part about it is because of the way Dionysus's Drunken Flourish works, or Hangover as a whole works, I just tag enemies, and then I'm free to attack afterwards. Like, I don't need to keep spamming my special, I just can if I want to. Ooh, Eurydice. If Eurydice hits the special, there are so many boons we have. There's a very low chance of it hitting the special, admittedly, but I gotta roll for it, right? We have to roll for it. Or do I take Refreshing Nectar and hope that Hermes shows up and we can maybe set up for an incredible Rush Delivery combo or high tier special attack speed? Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't think it can hit premium vintage, so 7, 8 boons. All right, it's a 1 in 4 chance to hit the special.
You haven't eaten since you were here last.
I think I'm gonna take Refreshing Nectar here. It's just more reliable.
You got it.
No matter what I find, it's gonna help us.
Oh, that's good.
I think this is the end shop. I think we were already offered the mid shop, so we are. Geez, we're getting to Lerny in 7 minutes. That's kind of nuts. All right, we have our 4 gods, so that mystery boon is guaranteed to be one of them, and all of them are useful.
Lovely to see you.
Especially if they give us low tolerance like that, so we can now stack Hangover up to 8 times. Woohoo! All right, Hermes. Okay, I re-roll this. Right? We want special, or we want hyper sprint, or we want greater haste.
I'd like to see more options.
And we got none of them, and I have no re-rolls left. So I take auto reload here because if we could see bad news. Bad news is just as good because, as it turns out, bad news does not just affect the cast, it affects all damage. A 50% universal damage steroid because it's bugged, and I love bugs in Hades 1. As long as they're to my benefit, bad bugs are bad.
Stopped anybody from attempting to leave Asphodel of late, Lerny.
All right, Kiwi, take a good look at Lerny because he's not going to be here for long. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he dodged that one. 4, 5 attacks and another special, and there we go. There's the first part of his phase. We melt these heads, we just tag them with a special, move along, hit them with an attack, and just watch their HP disappear like a magic trick, and there we go. All right, we prep for another... Timed that perfectly, wow. I wasn't sure I was gonna get it. So yeah, as long as I keep my special going on Lerny, he's always going to just be taking tons of damage from Hangover alone. And if his heads spawn next to each other, we're in a great spot. I'm going to drop a Sisyphus here just for safety. I don't think I'll need it, especially because we have Strong Drink, and we don't have many levels of Lasting Consequence. Actually, yeah, we have 1 level of Lasting Consequence if I recall. So yeah, we are. I still shouldn't sit on my laurels. We have Extreme Measures 4 on. Hades is going to be rough, I think. Emphasis on I think. We'll see. I mean, that was a 1 minute Lerny, sub 1 minute Lerny, I believe.
Till you reconstitute again.
So we are just melting enemies left and right. I'm having a great time. All right, so what do I take into Elysium for keepsake?
Hydra felt you again, did it?
Let's see. So we still need Curse of Nausea, and we haven't really seen much in the way of Ares. We still need more Artemis as well. We still have one Refreshing Nectar too. If I can hold on to that for another Hermes boon, there's a decent chance we see his legendary. With God's Legacy off, there's a low chance that we get bad news. I only have one reroll too. What am I selling first, I guess is the question. I don't really want to sell any of these. Pressure Points is incredible. Drunken Flourish is incredible. Curse of Vengeance is our way of getting Curse of Nausea in the first place. But it is the easiest one to let go here, and it lets me hold on to a reroll that would be beneficial for Hermes, I think. So I think I'm going to go that route, as disappointing as that is. But with that in mind, maybe I force Ares here. I don't think I need anything else for safety on Elysium. We should have no issue against the heroes. I could buy this HP. I don't have that much HP. I'm going to buy this. We still can afford almost 2 boons, and we clear 1 room, and we can afford 2. Especially because we have Addled Affluence, we're going to be getting 60% more coin. There's no reason not to sit on. I don't have to sit on my coin here. I can spend a little happily. All right, so we'll need at least 2 Ares boons for what we want, and at least 1 more Dionysus boon, if not 2, because we need his duo with Ares, but also we need his.
I got a calf.
We need his legendary if we can get it. We're hunting for a lot of legendaries despite not having God's Legacy on. Maybe I'm getting a little too hopeful. We have, admittedly, all the damage we need on this run. Everything else is just ridiculous icing. The sweetest icing on the sweetest, most decadent of cakes. And you know what? I love decadence. Actually, no, I don't. I love sweet things, which I guess could be synonymous with decadence, I suppose, but that's not how I see it. When I think of decadence, I think of like overly gaudy and high society hoity-toity type stuff. Maybe that's a inappropriate mental image, but that's the mental image I've got. Can we actually land our special deck, please? Auto target doesn't always work, especially against mobile enemies. My goodness. Oh man, our damage. Let's see. Triple shot. We got triple shot. Oh, Kiwi. This is going to entice me to go point blank against enemies, but I kind of have to. We go for 1 triple shot point blank, we are going to do so much damage to the point where maybe I honestly accept that I don't put a palm level on the special. We'll see. I mean, we're not guaranteed to see the palms that we want anyway. So if I can't get it on the special, I'll put it on the attack, and that'll give us another 30% damage on the attack because of how crazy Aphrodite's attack scales with the first 3 palms. I mean, everything scales really well with the first 3 palms, and then it gets pretty severe diminishing returns. It's fun. Like, this is a 32 heat run, and I don't even feel any need for Athena on it. We're so stacked. We're so stacked. And honestly, with Rama's one of the few weapons where I feel very confident without having to take, like, I don't feel forced into taking Athena boons for safety. Urn of Ariadne, I buy that for sure, because this doesn't stack with Refreshing Nectar, so now I basically have 2 stacks of Refreshing Nectar that I can use. I don't need a fishing point. Let's see. Ares and Dionysus trial. So this is unfortunate. I really want to take that trial. It will not set us up for any duos, and that means we won't have the Refreshing Nectar or the Urn of Ariadne for Hermes, who may show up later in this chamber, in this zone. But I kind of need the 2 boons, especially with Underworld Customs on. I need to get as many boons as I can, and it gives us a chance to roll for Curse of Vengeance again. Between the 2 gods, I think Dionysus is a little harder to contend with, so I'll take him first. And we got Blackout. Oh my goodness, 60% more damage if a hungover afflicted foe is in our
Choice leaves much to be desired here, my kin. My temper I shall keep in check, but only barely so.
in our trippy shot. All right, let's see. So let's go ahead and launch trippy shot. How much damage? Oh, he left immediately. He was like, I don't want to be anywhere near this. So the thing about triple shot, or running into 2 different traps, and thankfully having a damage reduction shield on one of them, or a damage blocking shield. Wow, I am. There's the payoff for my overconfidence, isn't it? It's fine. I need to reposition in this room. This is a bad. I know the design of this chamber, and this is the wrong place to be standing. I'm gonna try and entice enemies to spawn in over here if I can. Down this way is a lot safer because there aren't any traps that can really hit you. Chariots, on the other hand, are a little scary, but we just melt them. So scariness notwithstanding, and I depend on trippy shot to kind of stun lock them. and then I just DPS. Everything is just dying left and right from poison damage. All right, is that it? Nope, we got one more in this chamber, and they're spawning up here, unfortunately. Oh, gosh. Critting for 205 damage per tick of poison is not bad. There we go. Okay, that was a long chamber, not a very clean chamber.
I think that we are squared away for now. Though do not test my patience further.
Yeah, that's the one downside of heightened security. It just does so much. All right, we take Curse of Vengeance a second time. It's epic tier, which is a little overkill. Honestly, Urge to Kill is very tempting there, but I want Curse of Nausea.
Violence.
And now we're being offered another Artemis or Aphrodite room. Aphrodite, we already got her duo with Dionysus. She really doesn't offer us anything more at this point. So I think we go the route of Artemis. If we get Hunter's Mark, that would be amazing.
There you are, gigantic soul catcher.
Yeah, so here, let's make sure that we have we one-shot that. Oh my goodness, it's so gross what we can do with this build. I'm not opposed to getting a call at this point. Yeah, again, it dilutes the Hermes pool, but frankly, I'm not counting on anything from Hermes at this point, although I really would like to see bad news. 30% Hunter's Mark. All right, or I take the Dash Strike up. Artemis's Dash Strike is nothing to laugh at. I mean, what are my alternatives? Slicing Dash or Blade Dash from Ares. Drunken Dash I definitely don't want because that will be a damage down for us. Aphrodite's Dash? No, I think honestly Hunter Dash is the best dash we could take. But does that mean giving up a lower tier Hunter's Mark? I think it does. We'll take this. I'm not going to complain. I'm pretty happy about that, honestly. And there's another Artemis room, so we could see her call as well, set us up for her duo. I'm focusing a little bit because this archer certainly could tag me from a distance, but he got hit by Hangover, so never mind. He's done. He's just done.
More to fight.
Like, oh my goodness. I don't see us losing this run, but Extreme Measures 4 is hard. We do have one level of Forced Overtime. I shouldn't get overconfident yet. Overconfidence has been my downfall a myriad of times, so, you know, who am I to say how this run will end? But if there were ever a run to have confidence in, it had to be this one, right? We're not making as fast a time through Elysium as the previous two floors, but I think that's only a matter of time to change. Need to remember to use Trippy Shot where possible. The other thing to consider is we could possibly set up for Artemis's Legendary, which I don't think I'm going to play around, unless she gives us boons like this. I mean, Support Fire isn't bad. We're hitting, what, like 8 special hits at once, and each special hit should fire 1 arrow. Well, that's a nice little bit of extra damage. It's really not what I want from Artemis, but it does set us up for her Legendary, which makes us have more Trippy Shots, which means easier to get Blackout going. I really would have preferred her call to set up for duos, though, specifically just for splitting Headache, which again isn't a make or break sort of build situation, so alright, Support Fire it is. I'm not going to waste my reroll just yet. Although really, what do I have left to reroll? Basically just Hermes. Fountain Chamber on it, awesome. That's another 5% damage thanks to the strong drink from Dionysus. Honestly, I think I take this Hermes. As much as I'd love the Death Defiance from Patroclus, this Hermes boon is just too big for us. There's so much that we could stand to gain from it. I would be hard pressed to give it up here. All right, let's see. Let's see what we get, Hermes. Give me something good. I wanna laugh. I wanna laugh. Bad news: special attack speed at highest rate, well, we don't have hyper sprint. We don't have greater haste, so I guess there's no hope for rush delivery at this point unless we get a second Hermes boon in Styx. But we'll see. Who knows what we're gonna get? You know, I've thought the cursed thought, and so I'm gonna say it out loud now because it's gonna cost me for thinking it anyway. We have not seen any flame chariots this run yet, which is very nice for me. And now that I've said it, I'm sure they're gonna show up in spades. But honestly, chariots have been fairly forgiving. RNG as a whole on this run has been quite forgiving. All right, Hermes, moment of truth. What have you got for us?
We'll have you racing out of here in no time, cuz.
All right, and we get Side Hustle, Swift Strike, Greater Haste. So a high tier Greater Haste, really not a bad option, but I gotta roll. I gotta roll for this. Come on, no bad news, but we did get the special floor, the Swift Flourish. So rapid fire special attack, there it is. Darkness, I don't think it's worth taking that. I don't want to take the extra damage. There's a Palm, so we can get that on the special. So most important to acknowledge is we have locked ourselves out of ever seeing rush delivery on this run, which is a little bum, a little sad, but honestly, strictly speaking, not entirely necessary. We have more than enough damage as it is. Rush Delivery would have been extra spicy, but we've got plenty of other things to run with. We're running wild as it is. If we do see the 6 Hermes, I will certainly save up for it, assuming that it's a safe option to do so. And we will hunt for that bad news one last time if we can. Honestly, digging the support fire here, it's not that much damage in the grand scheme of things, but it's something. That said, I don't really have a lot of good options here to pump, so I guess we put it on Hunter Dash. That's a 10% increase to our dash strike, which I'm always dash striking. This, I believe, is the end shop. It's hard to tell. We're making such good time that I can't use the in-game timer to judge. I'm going to go for the shop anyway, because I don't really need Aphrodite boons so much as I need Artemis or Ares boons at this point. We got Dionysus here, which could offer us nothing. We don't have any setup for their duo. Actually, no, he can get Ares.
I bet that Charon has to be the life of every feast you have down there with such a personality. Am I not right about that, man?
It doesn't sound like he's giving us his duo with Ares, but there's still a chance. No chance. All right. We definitely don't take Drunken Dash, and peer pressure is also really terrible, because if you didn't know, the most recent number of hangover is what's applied, so this is a 4 damage hangover, and so we lose a 13 damage hangover and replace it with a 4 every time this gets activated, and it takes so long to activate in the first place. It's just a terrible boon. Never take it, unless you absolutely have to, and there's never a good reason to take it. All right, Numbing Sensation it is. All enemies are slowed by 20% as long as we tag on with our special, which is kind of the core of our damage, so yaha, that's what we're doing. You know, the funny thing is,
For a rematch.
this was my old build back when I played my main campaign.
Right there, blackguard, and make your plans for death.
What I mean by that is back when I used to play Rama on my casual playthroughs, I always went Aphrodite on the attack, Dionysus on the special, but I didn't really understand how duo boons back there, and I didn't build around them. It was just, I thought it was really good because Aphrodite had an incredible attack, Dionysus dealt with damage control, and together you get Satis Privilege. That was my only logic for it, but it works. It works so well, but like, watch us melt these heroes. 816 damage in one hit. Triple shot is busted on Rama, man. And that was probably enhanced by Blackout, but I don't know for sure. I mean, Asterius, if you're just going to make this... Oh, what? I didn't mean to cancel my dash there. Oops. We're just going to make Asterius bleed out here. Or, well, poison out, but still. And wabam. Or almost wabam? Wabam? There we are. Okay, he's phased. So let's keep Theseus tagged with Hangover. There's no reason not to just keep him constantly having damage. And then I can kite out Asterius. Like, the bow is just such an incredible weapon because not only does it have the damage to do what it does, it also has... Well, come on, Asterius. Bad Bull. Don't do it a second time. I don't know what's happened because Asterius never... I always thought Asterius had some sort of internal cooldown on his dash, and now he's spamming it out the gate right after using another one, a separate one. Wow, we killed Theseus first, and, well, Asterius got a cheeky hit on us, but he's done. Bye, girl. Bye, Bull. Okay. We are averaging a sub 5-minute floor. Probably could have taken max level tight deadline for this build.
I dedicate this victory to you, good Shade.
That he does. All right, let's see. So another proc of Strong Drink bumps our damage up another 5%, which is awesome. What are we taking into this final floor? Because I don't need Ares Keepsake. I mean, if we have Lambent Plume... Nah, it could give us Rush Delivery, but there's nothing really to scale Rush Delivery with aside from whatever we add up on Lambent Plume, and there's not much to stack. Could take Sigil of the Dead at this point, because that would be a huge damage up for us, honestly. That might be the choice. Alternatively, I take Evergreen Acorn because we are going up against Extreme Measures 4, and I probably should have some level of defense, because I'm prone to throwing, and with Triple Shot I am enticed to go point blank. Ooh, that's a good point. Let's take a look at here and see if I want Bone Hourglass. No, none of this is incredible for us, so... I say we take safety. As funny as Dad's Sigil would be, I think it's better to go safe here, so Evergreen Acorn it is. If we see what do we sell here? Support Fire, I gotta let it go. I mean, of all these boons, it's the best one, and it's 150 coin for us. Alright. I think the plan here is
I'm out of here.
Make sure that I have 260 coin, or is it it might just be 200 coin, that so I can potentially buy a Death Defiance from the Well of Charon should it show up. And then after that, really the most important thing is if I see a third Hermes, we hold off on taking a call boon if I can avoid it until after we buy the Hermes boon. We do see the Hermes boon. I can buy it instantly here. Might be worth it, honestly, because there is one more chance for bad news. Let's see, Kiwi. This run has already been blessed by RNG enough. I really don't need bad news, but if we get bad news, it's just the icing on the icing on the icing on the cake. One fish for me first. It's the fish on the icing on the icing on the icing of the cake.
Now, It's a stone wall.
All right, let's see, Hermes, what have you got? Do you give us bad news? You gave us bad news. Oh my goodness. Well, once again, your cast deals bonus damage to foes without a bloodstone in them, except your cast and all the rest of your damage also do that.
Nice.
That's just a 50% damage up, and then there's a high tier Aphrodite, a high tier Dionysus, no Artemis, so we're not getting Splitting Headache this run. We also are not getting Curse of Nausea, which is a little sad to see, but frankly, do we need it? So what do I want from these two? Like, I'm going to take them because mini bosses we will melt. We'll go for Dionysus first. We'll probably go for like After Party. I think that's fair, just to give us some damage reduction. It's a little bit of extra survivability that we strictly speaking don't need. For tiny vermin chambers like this, we just spam special. It's the fastest way to kill them because they have 3 HP, or they have 3 hits. They die in 3 hits because of damage control. So we just rapid fire them with special and they pop on spawn. Get rid of this satyr as soon as possible. Oh, he still got me after all that, really. Unlucky. But like,
It's no use.
we're leaving these chambers with basically full HP. The main thing I need to be careful of are traps. 2 pots from Hades and I am dead and done and dusted.
Weak.
Dead, done and dusted. I'm gonna kite over here, it's a little safer. I don't want to accidentally dash into that trap because again, like those blades I think do 100 damage. The pots and the guillotines here do 150. So we do have enough HP to survive a hit from a trap, but not much more than that. It definitely 2-shots us. All right, we drop trippy shot. I'm gonna just spam special here because I can kill it from a safe distance, and then I can hide it out a little bit. Oh, didn't want to get hit there. All right, we got the giant snake stone, so I'm gonna run over to this now. Oh my goodness, I almost got hit by that.
Okay.
All right, spam this, tag it with that, and I think we got it now. There we go. That was a little sketchy. Oh, what are you doing over here, sir? Goodbye. Oh my goodness.
Message.
I'm lucky those guillotines didn't hit me. I think the only reason they didn't damage me there was because the room ended. Let's see, positive outlook versus after party. Realistically speaking, I don't think we're going to need to use After Party at all on this run. Positive Outlook gives us a little bit of extra survivability against Dad when he starts getting us low, so we'll take that. All right. Do I sit on the palms or do I go for that Artemis Boon? What does Artemis have to offer me at this point? Mostly her call, I think. Or did we ever... We never got Hunter's Mark, did we? Hunter's Mark?
I can use
Hunter's
this.
Mark Epic Tier. Oh my goodness, I ask for it and I receive. This run, man. All right, we go for the Aphrodite chamber. I literally don't think there's much of anything left for me to get from her aside from maybe life affirmation, but I'm not going for a centaur heart. There's no chance I'm seeing another centaur heart, so it really doesn't do anything for us. Critting for a casual 613 with our trippy shot, no big deal. Oh my goodness, Kiwi, I am having a great time. I am having the run of my life. I have not had a run this good in some time. Probably because I've just been running 32 heat, and so it's kind of hard to make that happen. Nothing here I'm going to sell, that's for sure. All right, on to the next chamber. Do we see the 2-chamber sticks? Honestly, totally fine if we get a 5-chamber sticks on this one. We have 12 minutes on the clock, frankly. Like, I don't need any more. I don't need a whole lot. The only other thing I could use right now is probably... admittedly, probably a Kiss of Sticks would be nice, but I'll take the Nail of Talos here. That'll make us melt this mini boss if we do not get the 2-chamber sticks, but we do get the 2-chamber sticks on top of all of everything else. Aphrodite's Aid, honestly, why not? Take it. We'll take this at this point because there's nothing else. There are no other god boons on the table. We charge this up, we shoot it, and Hades takes a huge chunk of damage. And if we get enough, if we take enough damage that he's getting us to this full charge anyway, then we'll probably want that damage. Unfortunately, I can't afford a palm, but I can. Oh, I guess I was wrong. I couldn't. I'm getting one more centaur heart. Oh well. We are at 240 HP, 2 Death Defiances.
Cerberus directs all 3 of its attentions toward the satyr sack.
And 12 minutes on the clock with an insane amount of damage bonuses. This should be, quote unquote, an easy extreme measures 4. We'll see how it actually plays out. I will not be surprised if I lose at least 1 Death Defiance, but I am ready for this run. All right, Hades, what have you got?
Very stately there, Father.
Your heart-seeking Coronacht may have brought you this far, but shall not help you here.
Hades, I think you don't know what you're in for. You probably don't get to see what boons we have before the fight starts, but get ready, my bud. You are kind of doomed from the outset. Like, numbing sensation slowing him. Oh, you know what? Point blank, triple shot. Look at that damage. Look at that damage. It's gross.
I'm afraid.
And there we go. 1/3 of Hades done. Giant Soul Catcher we can manage. Although, actually, the one downside to Giant Soul Catcher is it does pop our Evergreen Acorn actually really fast. So, we're going to hopefully not lose that to another acorn. What are we getting now? All right, another butterfly ball. I want to kill that as soon as possible. We did get the sneak, unfortunately, but we have so much base attack damage, I don't really care. I think I probably honestly just focus down Hades. If I focus down Hades, I kill him way faster than his friends. Yep, there we go. I didn't even have to focus down those mini bosses. And we still have Acorn. Phase 2, here we go. A little early on that trippy shot. He's going for lasers. I'm going for a point blank triple shot. And then I do this, and I never get punished. All right. I used Aphrodite's Greater Call there because it gives you iframes, so I didn't actually get hit there. Can we not heal? Actually, I guess go ahead and heal. Let me get my free damage on you. Why not? Numbing Sensation is carrying, honestly. Okay, I need to bail out for this because that will hurt us if we get hit. And I don't have a way of safely doing this, but you summoning pots here, look at all that free damage you just gave us. All right, Cerberus. Oh, we got hit. Oh, and lasers. Oh my goodness. That was a little spooky. Point blank triple shots. Oh wait, hold on. Barely got out of that. Oh my goodness. All right, phase 3. Here we go. Final phase. I'll finish him off with Aphrodite's Call, honestly. I'll probably do enough damage to get that. I don't care about your lasers, Hades. Have you not gotten the memo? Oh, well, if you're gonna dash away, I'll just have you come to me here. And we'll bam, and we'll bam, and we'll bam. I mean, if you're gonna just summon pots, I get free damage. And now Aphrodite's Call. Oh, did that do 5,000 damage? Oh my goodness, Kiwi. What a run. All right. I'm pretty sure our call just did 5,000 damage to Hades because of all the damage modifiers we have. And there we go. What an insane run.
I failed you again.
What an insane run. Wow.
You fought well.
We averaged I can do math. We averaged just about a 4.5 minute floor. All right. Well, I mean, how do we honor this? We have to keep Rama up top because this is still technically part of our 32 heat challenge run. But honestly, my goodness. All right, we do not honor Nail of Talos. That would be silly. And as much as I'd like to honor Shady, oh, I should have seen how much Shady would have crit for. All right, let's see. Like, oh my goodness, I have so many boons to pick from. So we have to have Rama on the top. So we take that. And then, oh my gosh, it's so broken. Okay, let's think. So we only got one duo now that I look at it, right? Yeah, we only got low tolerance, but low tolerance plus triple shot plus relentless volley. Like, there are so many boons that need to be honored here. But I think we have to at least alternate legendaries here. So what fits the slot for here? I probably honored the special because we got it a whole bunch up, but Swift Flourish is so funny. Hunter's Mark was insane at the end there. The hammers on their own. I think we do the special though. And then finally Blackout. Like, what a busted build. 120 total win streak, 152 total clears. That is the run. Let's say goodnight to the house and start our day. We've got some stuff to do.
Mere moments from his final victory, the prince, in his great haste, ignored surveying each side of a rather busy crossing, where a swiftly passing chariot collided with him very forcefully.
You know, that implies that that Zagreus has had some sort of interaction with mortals, that some mortals potentially saw a god and could have interacted with them, and now have to live with the fact that they technically killed a god.
I can't believe I actually pulled this off.
I can. That was such a busted build. All right.
Let your instincts take over while you're out there.
All right, Kiwi. Well, I am looking forward to having heat back in our house. Hopefully by this time our next recording.
The watchdog Cerberus observes the prince.
Hopefully by then we will be far warmer than we currently
You
are.
are the best, you know that, don't you, boy?
Cerberus is the best boy. We give him the pets for a good RNG on the next run. I noticed in a recording recently, I was watching a playback, I didn't pet Cerberus, and the next run was actually terrible
I
RNG.
trust your never-ending toil in the underworld is proceeding well, my friend.
So it was a very well-deserved poor RNG, I suppose.
Achilles in the spotlight.
You say hi to your good shade, you pet your dog, and you get good RNG for the next run. That's just how it works. That's how it works. There's no questioning that. Wow, we are up to 10k darkness.
Your father's not been very pleased with my performance lately, as you might have guessed.
It's not your fault, Meg. You're going up against us. You're the first boss. So Orpheus gets to see his lady again after all. Cause of death slipped. Okay. I'm still holding on to fish. I think what I'll do is I'll turn in all our fish at the end of the 32 heat challenge.
I'm filled with joy to see you whole, my child.
But since I haven't been doing a good job of counting, I think this was run number 7.
Please excuse your father and me for the moment, Zagreus.
Okay, bye guys. I think this is run number 7. It may be run number 8, but either way, we're making good progress on this 32 heat challenge for all aspects. All right, what's our next weapon gonna be? I really would not like it to be the sword. We haven't done a rail run in a while. Oh, would you look at that? Once again, you ask and you shall receive. All right, Kiwi. Let's save Hestia for last, I think. So let's do Aspect of Zagreus. Aspect of Zagreus is by far the weakest aspect on the rail. So let's get that one out of the way. We're gonna definitely want to lock in Zeus for this one because we need everything that we can get to make this work. And Zeus's attack boon is probably our best answer for that call. With all that said, Kiwi, I hope you've enjoyed watching.
This look like a shoulder to cry on to you, boyo?
And if you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're sleeping, I hope you're sleeping well. I love you, and in the next one, some more Hades 1 fun. Wish me luck.
I am slain.